Hi kids. Okay, I'm going to try something a little different today in math. You will need your lesson worksheet 116A, which you should be looking right now at the same worksheet on video, and hear my voice talking. And today we are going to learn how to draw pictures for equal group stories, okay? So I want you to look at the first box, and I want you to pretend that we have 5 cars. And I am going to show that I have 5 cars by drawing 5 rectangles in here. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've drawn 5 cards or 5 rectangles to indicate that I have 5 cars. Now, let's think, how many cars, or not cars, how many wheels do cars have? Okay, cars have 4 wheels. So I'm going to take my crayon or my marker and I am going to draw a picture showing that each of my cars has 4 wheels. Okay, so my picture shows that my story is 5 cars have 4 wheels. So now take your pencil again and let's look down at this sentence down here. It says blank groups of blank wheels is, so how many groups did we have? We had 5 groups, right? 5 cars of, and how many on each car? 4 wheels is how many wheels? You can count those up. Okay, it would be 20 wheels. Or, remember, equal groups is just multiplication. So the other way to write that would be to use the multiplication sign. 5 for the 5 cars times 4 wheels equals 20 wheels. So we have done a picture story to show 5 times 4 equals 20, or 5 cars with 4 wheels equals 20. Okay, take your pencil and let's look at the next one. The next story that we are going to draw is, I am going to use 3 triangles, not triangles, rectangles, sorry, 3 rectangles. And I am going to pretend like they are shirts, okay? And on my shirts, I have 5 buttons. So I am going to make 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my 3 shirts. Okay? So you should do the same thing. You should make 3 rectangles to represent shirts, and then you are going to do 5 buttons on each shirt. Okay, so then we're going to fill in, we're going to fill in the bottom. I'm going to wait just a second. Sorry, boys and girls, I am just starting out with this and I did not move this camera over, so that's what it should look like. 3 shirts, or 3 cards to represent the shirts, and 5 buttons. So I have 3 groups of 5 buttons. Is how many buttons? Well, we know it's 3 times 5, right? So I can go ahead and write it as a multiplication problem. 3 times 5 equals 15. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so now let's go down to number 3. Okay, number 3, we're going to make hearts and we're going to have cupcakes. All right, so I have 6 cupcakes. So go ahead and make 6 circles to show 6 cupcakes. So we're making equal groups. We're not acting out the story, we're drawing out the story. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can make them bigger if you want. Now I am going to put, with my crayon or marker, 3 hearts. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I should have made these a little bigger. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So my story through pictures is that I have 6 groups of 3 hearts, right? And how many hearts does that equal altogether? Well, you can count those up, and it will be 18 hearts. So another way to write that would be as a multiplication problem, right? Because equal groups is multiplication. 6 times 3 equals 18 hearts. Okay, let's do the last one together. I'm remembering to move it over this time. Okay, this time we are going to make a story that has bicycles in it. And it has 8 bicycles. Now, when I'm drawing my picture this time, I'm going to make it more like this. Rectangle, rectangle, rectangle. There's 4. And I'm going to do 4 more to make 8 bikes. Okay, so I have my 8 bikes, and now I am going to put the wheels on my bike. Well, how many wheels do bikes have? Bikes have 2 wheels, so we are going to draw that picture. 2 wheels all the way down on our 8 bikes. Okay, so 8 groups, because I had 8 different pictures, 8 groups of 2 wheels is how many wheels? 16 wheels. Or the multiplication problem using the multiplication symbol would be 8 times 2 wheels equals 16 wheels. Does that make sense, boys and girls? Hopefully it does. Take your time on this. If you need to turn off the video for a second to catch up, you can, because I'm going to go ahead and go over the next 2 sheets with you, and you will finish those on your own. So I'm going to move this paper. Okay, let's see if there's anything on here that I think we should go over. You know how to do the beginning, I'm sure, with the 8-centimeter line segment. Let me set this down again. 8-centimeter line segment. Let's look at number 1 together. I will read it out loud. Number 1 says, Kyle tallied the number of children who wore green. How many children wore green? So the information is there for us, and we count by 5s with 3 left over. How many children wore green? You would put that answer. Twice as many children wore green as yellow. How many children wore yellow? Aha, there's the tricky part, boys and girls. So if you wrote down that 18 children wore green, and that was twice as many children as yellow, then you would simply divide 18 in half, or think if there's a double that equals 18. What plus what equals 18? And that would give you the answer to how many children wore yellow. Okay? Number 2, you should be able to do that. I believe in you. Number 3, draw 3 baskets. Draw 4 oranges in each basket. How many oranges did you draw? And this is an example of the equal picture groups that we've been talking about. So make 3 circles for your baskets. Then using a marker or a crayon, just make 4 little dots in each basket. Okay? How many oranges did you draw? Number 4, draw a small square to show the right angle and the triangle. Remember, you can use a piece of paper. It should make a perfect L. And in a right angle, there is always one right angle. We're calling it a right triangle. This is a right triangle with one right angle in it. So find the sides that come together and make a perfect L. Okay, the rest of this should be review, hopefully for you kiddos. Number 6, remember, you've got to solve. Well, we don't have any problems we need to solve in number 6. We just need to look at the correct symbols. Okay, I know you can do that, and double check your work on number 7 because it involves using addition, subtraction, and one money problem. Okay, boys and girls, I hope this was helpful. Oh, one last thing. I do want you to do fact practice 115A, and it's where you pretend like you're the teacher and you find problems that are not correct, okay, and circle them. And look at the directions at the top to do that. All right, thanks, kiddos.